we should be on. I don't know. I can't see this. Where are we? Is it saying live? People are probably going, oh, look at them pair of dicks.
Yeah.
Come on, I can't see it on the
Oh yeah, yeah.
It says we're live.
It says we're live.
Ah, the camera's facing the wrong way in the kitchen, look.
Oh no. And it's delayed.
Oh no, it's alright, I've turned the volume down on this.
And it's delayed.
Oh no, it's alright, I've turned the volume down on this. There we go.
Hello.
Hello everybody. Rover Joe. Hello Rover Joe. It's very we should point out we're watching this on a laptop and filming it on an iPhone, so we've got a delay.
Yeah.
It's really weird. And we obviously have the camera facing the wrong way. Your live camera is facing the kitchen, yes, we know, we should have sorted that now. We can see ourselves.
Kind of.
Andrew Mackenzie, evening. Andrew.
Hello peeps, how you doing?
Andy Armstrong. Anvil Tech, hello, you made it then, you made it. I'm obviously, I'm watching this on the Pearl channel by the way, so if I did type anything, that's me, but I don't need to type anything, do I? Because I'm talking.
Yeah.
So, Rover Joe, you have some good news. Go on, Rover Joe. Posh Cats Camping. Hello, Trev. You've made it over from the other side. This is me on my other channel.
With me.
With my friend Lee. Evening, Kev. Go on then, Rover Joe. Give me the good news. What have you got? The delay is killing us. He's never usually this quiet, is he, Miko? But we look like the two Ronnies, don't we?
And it's good enough for me.
Look, you're the short one and I'm the fat one with big ears.
I don't know, I think I'm a bit wider actually.
Rover Joe's off to pick up a Rover 25. Evening Legends, I don't know about that. I think leg should be replaced by bell, and then we've got something more.
Bell ends.
A Rover 25, Joe, what is it? A 14, 16, 18, diesel? What you got?
16 would be good in one of those.
Finley Plimpton says, a bit too modern for you lot, but how about a 107 Allegro C1?
Don't think so.
I'm guessing that's a Citroen. Is it? No, a Toyota? What's an Igo? I don't know.
Toyota, isn't it?
Well, C1 would suggest it's a Citroen. We don't know.
It's all three actually, yeah. It's a
know.
107 Toyota Igo.
You can tell we know
Citroen
nothing about
C1.
modern cars, can't you?
Yeah.
So there you go. There's 14 people watching, but unless there's a massive delay on the questions, there's not a lot of questions flying. So what are we gonna talk about? Someone ask away, let's get on with it. Rover Joe's getting a 1.4K series. It's an early one on an X-Reg, right? Ooh. So it's a pre-project drive job then.
It'd be a nice one, that.
Yeah, 1.4, same as mine then. What's my newest car? Is that to me or Lee?
Well, mine is the
Jag.
Well, no.
The Jag.
Well, mine is, yeah, I suppose is the Jag, but the wife's got the Kia Ceed.
Yeah.
The C apostrophe D, which is a
Lansing Bagnall. Do you know Simon? Do you know Simon Dixon? Because that's a forklift truck.
That's a forklift truck. Yeah, Lansing Bagnall.
At the moment, Lee's a forklift truck engineer.
At the moment.
I know. I've been reading on Facebook. You're a bit upset.
Yeah, it's amazing though, isn't it? When you say I'm looking for a new job, what do you get offered?
Hello, Mini Life.
Another forklift truck engineer's
Mud
job.
flaps good or bad? What a crazy question. I've got them on the back of the Allegro and I think they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
But you have to clean your arches out.
Yeah, because I hold a lot of crap, and especially when you if they've got
Trev from Poshcat says, wish I'd kept my Hillman Avenger 1972. Did you own a Hillman? No. I've never. Do you know what? I've been Land Rovers. I've had 11 Land Rovers. I've had a lot of Fords, but it's always been British Land Rover, really.
Yeah, I had Fords when I was younger for about a week, where I would buy an Escort Mark II and go and have some fun in it and then dump it in the canal because it was crap. And probably the one I wished I'd have kept was a Mark II 1.6 Harrier.
Oh, there, yes, there was something.
I owned it for about 2 days
When is the next vlog coming on Mrs. Wynne?
Next one on Mrs. Wynne, I don't know. A couple of weeks because I'll be going on holiday in a bit. And then I've got to do the Rover, do some welding on the Rover, but there might be an ambassador one coming up as well because I've found a fault with the white one. There's a bit of knocking going on the front, so it might want the ball joints changing. So watch out for that one.
I filmed an Agatha video today. That'll be out Wednesday, Thursday next week. When is your next? We've done that one. Where did the interest for Princess and Ambassadors and Rick come from? Does that mean where did you get interested in me?
Well, yeah, I suppose so. Oh, Princess and Ambassador, I would say 1978, when my uncle had one brand new. At the time, my dad had got an old Vauxhall Victor FD, and so the Princess that he'd got was just absolutely something totally different, and I've liked the car ever since. Whereas everybody else had Porsches and everything on their posters, on their walls, I had a Princess, and everybody thought I was sad. And even my mum and dad says they'll never be around when you get to driving age, and here we are. So yeah, still love them.
I have seen your question, Anvil Tech. I'll answer that in a minute. So the interest of me and Lee,
we
believe
met
it or
at
not,
Burton Car Club.
we did. We're in the same car club, and strangely, although we get on really great, we've only known each other 2 years, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
Since I got the Allegro. There is a video of our first meet where we blatantly ignore each other, but sympathetically give each other a nod because we're both in a big pile of BL crap.
Yeah.
On a pub car park. So that was May 2020 we first met.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Right, what were your first cars? My first car was a Mark III Ford Cortina 1600 XL in bronze, the same as the Life on Mars one, but obviously that was a 2000E. That style and that colour.
Mine was a black. No, it wasn't. It was a vermilion red Princess on a T plate. It was a 1.7L. I had to keep it at work because my mum and dad wouldn't allow me a car at the time. And I don't know what happened to the car because when I got sacked, I left the car there, so it's probably scrapped anyway. But that was my very first car.
So will you be recording the welding on the Rover 45? You'd have to ask Lee that. I will be on holiday at the time. Lee's got a spare set of keys for the Rover, and I'm just going to dump it on his drive, and he can do it while I'm away for a week. So
yes, I'll be doing the recording of that.
There you go. He'll be videoing that.
Have I seen? Yeah, Seaside Garage and his Princess. Yes.
Is that foreign guy?
That's the foreign guy.
I have seen a bit of that. I'm more into the guy
who's putting the Jag engine in everything.
Fabco, I think.
Yeah, Fabco. Yeah.
He's putting an S-type into a Princess, and he's also now taken over doing Johnny Smith's Allegro.
Yeah, we need to get over there, don't we?
Yeah.
We need to get over there.
That'd be good. I've been speaking to him on YouTube actually. He's quite a good. Although I'm not slagging him off, he does talk too much on his videos and not show you enough of him actually welding and stuff, which is quite annoying.
Yeah. But I think when you've got a welding thing going on the video,
I guess so.
All you're going to see is a blue light. You're not going to see.
Yeah, I guess so. And also, as we both know, when you're filming a YouTube video, it takes twice as bloody long to do the fucking job.
Yeah.
Because it was
a day to do the brakes on the Princess.
But it would have
that was just the one side. But it would have been, for me, would have been half hour per side. But because you're doing videos as well, it does take twice as long.
It does.
Yeah.
Steve, hello, SL500 Steve. He regularly comments on my videos. How are you, mate? All right, good. Fabco's videos are great. It's awesome to see the Allegro on his channel. Yeah, I agree. I do like watching that. I've watched a bit of the Princess one. The only thing I'm not keen on that. I don't like how he's got the flared arches. I think he could have narrowed but he's actually put the subframes in out of the S-type, hasn't he? So I don't know. But
massive fat wheels.
Massive fat wheels. Yeah.
I think it looks good. As a purist, I think it looks good.
What should you look out for on a Maestro? What sort of Maestro? The A series, is it an O series or an S series, the 1600? Which engine?
S series.
But if you're just saying car in general, rust.
Yeah.
They
Tin.
are rotten as anything. I mean, that one that I had a lot of work done on it, but yeah, on the whole, rot. If you remember my mate Simon, who's got the green Maestro, that's currently booked in to be restored. It's as rotten as a pear, he said. Yeah, they just do, don't they? They're terrible. So rust.
Good car though, I like it.
Yeah, I liked mine, but I just had enough of it when it kept breaking down with that diesel fault. Do you remember? You came out and got it started so many times.
Are electric forklifts the way forward?
Electric forklifts have been the way forward for 40 years.
Yeah.
But
the thing is with electric technology, what you're seeing in modern cars now, forklift engineers have been messing around with that for 30 years. Yeah, I would say it's the way to go.
Yeah.
Whether it is for cars or not, I'm not sure.
Right. Phil Allen. Hello Phil. He's the one with the big P5B.
Oh yeah, hello Phil. You're right, mate.
I'm a total utter ham-fisted numpty that has no experience or confidence to do bodywork repairs on my Rover. Are you happy with the repair work that you had done on Agatha last year? Yes, from GE Refinishers. Jez did a great job. I can't fault what he's done. He did exactly what I wanted to do. I don't want the car looking concurs. I've said this before. My SP to him was make it look like it's a 10-year-old car that's been looked after, but has got battle scars and stuff. Yeah.
It depends what you want from the Allegro, isn't it? If you want a concourse car,
I wouldn't start with that. I wouldn't start with that car anyway.
Why not?
Because I'd be scared to use it. I'm happy with it as it is. I will have the back end done eventually.
Yeah.
But I don't really want a shiny trailer queen. I like it to look okay. I always said when I got the car 2 years ago, if it looks okay from 6 foot, it'll do for me. When I got it, it looked okay from 6 foot, but to Stevie Wonder in the dark. There you go. So, where have I missed any? Have I missed anything? We've got 19 people watching. Everybody must be out at the pub. Which
are you two off to Gaydon next week? I am not.
Where's that one? Where did I miss that one?
There.
Oh, Rover Joe. Yeah, I'm going to Gaydon. Yes. I don't care about the price of fuel.
I do when I fill the Jag up.
Yeah, well, I care about it, but what I'm saying is, it's the same with the van. It cost me 128 quid to fill the van the other day. I don't smoke. That's my hobby. I don't go to... This is the thing, right? People go and watch a football match at, I don't know, 50 or 60 quid for 90 minutes of girls falling over and crying. I like going out in my car. I put fuel in and I go out in my car. Yeah. And it may stop the fact of I might not just go for a drive for the sake of it, but no, I'm going to Gaydon. It's going to be 120, 130 mile round trip. I don't care. I'm going. I'm booked in to show it anyway in the Allegro area, so yeah.
I'll be away in the wobble box. This time we'll be towing with the Jag because as an update on the Jag, so far it's been okay. I've had no more issues with it. Oh, so we're all good with that.
If the picture's shaking, because mine is, it's because Lee's got his arms on the table and the iPhone's in a gimbal thing. But the gimbal's not turned on, so that's why it's shaking.
Really interrupted there.
Yeah, sorry. What were you saying?
About the Jag. Yeah, it's good at the minute.
Yeah. Oh yes.
But yeah, I did fill it up with petrol. It cost me 98 quid.
It cost me 80 quid to fill the Rover. Ridiculous.
And on the computer it says what my range was 330 miles. So I could have cried.
Rover Joe is too scared to drive his 200. Someone rear-ended it. Luckily, it's still in the concourse at the festival. Yeah. Festival of the Unexceptional, I went last year. They really annoy me. They should know a year in advance when their shows are going to be. They announced it. I was booked for something else. I can't go. It's a great show, but it's badly organised in my opinion. The way that they don't let you into a certain time. People were queuing on the main road.
Well, that's not good.
It was a nightmare, really. I know, Sir. There's a guy, I don't think he's online, Bill, Will's Wheels,
yeah.
not Wool's Wheels as now it's changed name, but Will's Wheels. Bill was going to show his Rover, and they made him park in the normal car park because they said it wasn't an old car. It's just ridiculous. So they are badly organised, but I still would have gone. But hey, Andrew Mackenzie's back again. His battery died. Have you got your Allegro yet? Have you fetched it?
Which one?
Andrew's got an Allegro now. He's only about 19, something like that.
Well done, mate.
But he's got to collect it from somewhere. He's been after one for ages and he's finally got one. I don't know if that's a secret, I should have told nobody, but he did tell me.
Yeah, I want Allegro.
I know you do. There's
I saw that one on Facebook.
that's been for sale on the Allegro group. There's a I think it's a 1500 HL or an HLS, can't remember.
Yeah, HL.
In Vermilion, the quad headlight one, and Lee has always wanted the Series 3 Allegro quad headlight. He sent me a text this morning.
Please buy a kidney off me.
Please buy a kidney off me, I need £2,000. So there you go.
Yeah, somebody did ask about my fleet. So far the Jag's staying for the time being. As for what happens next year, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get to work on the Black Ambassador, and then if that pulls the caravan very well, then the Jag's just gone. Mrs. Winch is coming on slowly. She'll hopefully be on the road this year, is my plan. The 100 Club is now no more. Everything that makes it a 100 Club I've still retained, but the body shell of basically what was left of it was too far gone to do any further work on it. And I made that decision 2 years ago when I did start doing a load of welding, and the further I got with it, the more holes I found. So it was just a project that was going nowhere.
I should interject on Lee's behalf. On Facebook and all the Facebook warriors.
Oh, the warriors
slagged him to death for scrapping this 100 Club and not giving it a chance. So he said to everybody, "Feel free to come and collect it.
Yep.
Buy it for nothing, and you fix it." Nobody wanted to.
Nobody wanted it. Nobody. And actually, I had sold it once.
Yeah, and
the bloke pulled out. So it was like, well, the argument that I was having, like, well, with the car, the current state it was in, I wanted parts off it, and I've already got the parts. All right, I've got a completely rusted out, rotten shell that I'm not going to do anything with because it wasn't economical to do. The parts that I wanted were lifesavers for the rest of my fleet.
If you think how bad some of the fabrication had to be done on Mrs. Wynne, the 100 Club Special
was twice as bad.
Well, I think more than twice as bad. It was just ridiculous, you know.
Well, I've since sold a few bits off it, and the more parts I take off it, the last time I looked at the car, it was actually starting to fold in on itself. So that's how the shell is like tissue. So I wouldn't even recommend putting it on the road.
No.
It was just too far gone. So that car is no more, but everything that makes it a club special I've still got. So maybe later on with another body shell, if one comes along, I can transfer the bits over. And
it's not going to happen though, is it?
No. No, we'll sell the bits first, make some money.
Right, let's have a look. What have we got? So Andrew, not yet got to pass his test. Been waiting for 6 months for a test. Yeah, COVID put everything back, didn't it, for that? But yeah, good. We'll be glad when you get the Allegro.
Yeah.
Anvil Tech, to both of you, do you know how many of your BL cars are still on the road? I think there's more Allegros than you think. They keep finding them. They keep popping up. That website, How Many Cars, is very inaccurate anyway.
Yeah, it is. I do know that one of my previous princesses, known as Noggin, which is a very late beige HLS, 2.2 HLS, I sold it on to get the 100 Club, believe it or not. Then it got sold on again and it turned up on eBay for about 600 quid, and I was going to buy it back. But it looked really, really sorry for itself, and I passed on it. And then it was when Ian done the suspension on it, it was all been totally restored. So I was glad to see that one of my old cars is still on the road. So I'm quite chuffed at that.
Yeah, but no, I've no idea how many Allegros left. Although, interestingly, next year is the 50th anniversary of the Allegro. So
wow,
2023 from 1973. The Allegro Club are trying to get 50 Allegros together for the you know, the meeting. Hopefully we'll do that. They've done it every year for the 30th and the 40th and so on and so forth. There are obviously, you know, way more than that, but we're just trying.
Getting them together.
It's getting them together. But I've no idea how many are left now.
The club should offer cake and then everybody will.
Well, do you know what? The Allegro Club have done a really nice thing. I should big them up. This year they've give everybody who's a member at the moment a 3 years membership because of the cost of living price and all that. They basically publish their accounts every year. The club is in such a healthy place money wise. They've put a thing out. Everybody who's a member as of now will get a year free.
That's fantastic.
So that's nice.
Well done, yeah, brilliant. Who'd have thought the Allegro Club would be more financially better off than PL themselves?
Yeah. Well, they sold Rover for £1, so it would be difficult.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Rover Joe. Yeah, they are quick to complain about scrapping or breaking cars, but nobody actually wants to fix it. That's exactly.
Yeah, found myself in that position. But we can't save them all, can we?
No, exactly.
Unfortunately.
And Mini Life says the same. Shame about the 100 Club special. Hopefully, it will keep other. It already has.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Parts of it are on Mrs. Wynn and.
Parts are being sold. So.
Kev Mitchell says, "Are there any other classic cars you would like to buy in the future?" There always is for me.
Allegro.
Yeah, Lee does want an Allegro. He's even tried to convince Sally to have an Allegro as her car, so he can have
Go
it.
for it.
My issue is, as I've always said, I've had so many cars. I get bored really quickly. Agatha has to stay, and if I'm really honest with myself, although I could have as many cars as I want, look at it like this, I'm away in the van most weekends, that takes priority to me. Although when I first started this channel, it seemed...
It was in lockdown then.
Well, we were in lockdown and it seemed I just was into cars all the time. I've always been into cars, but that was because I couldn't go camping. This year, I've been to one car show at Enfield, I think.
I've been to any, haven't I?
I've been for a couple of drives, but I'm I don't feel bad about it, but it is what it is. So I would like the Rover, the 45, although I'm keeping it for the short term, it will never be a complete keeper because I can't keep two cars and have a third one. So the Rover will always be the rotating one, the same as what happened with the Maestro, the Defender, the Seat. The Rover will happen eventually. It just is what it is because I can't get rid of Agatha. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'd love loads of cars. That's why I have so many.
But I think you're doing it the right way. I mean, me having 3 classics to work on is time consuming, and then when the Jag packs up, it's like the attention comes away from that. And yeah, it's. Plus, I've got the bikes, the bike, the scooter, the guitars. Yeah, I've probably got too many. One classic really is enough, I think. Yeah,
I think that's... Although it's not good for the channel, for me, having the Allegro as the main thing and something else to keep me interested is the way forward. Like you say, Lee's got 3 classics and the Jag and a massive collection of bass guitars. We should just say we're both bass guitarists. We've both played in bands for years.
Yeah.
But Lee has an addiction to bass guitars and probably has 25 guitars.
Not quite that many yet, but getting 18.
So Lee's got 18 basses. I've got 3 basses and an acoustic 6-string.
And I've never seen them.
They're upstairs. Although the acoustic bass is at work in case I get bored.
Ah, right.
Anyway, moving on. Rover Joe, I'm hoping to get my Honda Civic welded soon. It has the same issue as my Rover because it's the same car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mainly the front jacking point and sill. Yeah. Well, I think if you remember the video where Martin came over and took the sill covers off the Rover.
And you went,
yeah. Well, Lee's gonna, like I say, I've got a new sill. I've bought a brand new sill, which which Lee's going to chop and patch and whatever. He's got carte blanche to really do what he likes with it. If he cuts it and it's knackered, we'll see what happens, won't we? But I think
I will have a fire extinguisher ready.
Yeah, so we don't know. Yeah, liking the t-shirts. Yeah, it's good. Anvil Tech's taking up the piano.
Do you know the piano's on my foot?
You want it and I'll sing it. Something like that. You want it and I'll play it. That's it, isn't it? That's the PG tips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dudley Moore is a little pianist. And you're supposed to say, has he?
Has it?
No, he is one. Liking the t-shirts, yeah. So that's obviously why we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was in case you got confused to which one of us was which.
We should have swapped, really.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm wider than you. Look on camera.
Oh God, dear. Yeah. Yeah. I've got a new Allegro t-shirt, especially for Gaydon. You haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that will make an appearance next Sunday. What I might do as well at Gaydon is when I'm there, I might do an instant live and just show you the Allegros. But I will be doing a little bit of a video of the show, not a massive amount. There's so many YouTubers that go to these shows and do, what Lloyd Vehicle Consulting for one does these massive walk rounds with all in-depth thing. I can't be arsed with that if I'm honest. I tend to walk around and go,
Cart.
like that, cart, crap. Yeah, so I leave that to everybody else. I rely on a little bit of humour and just go in there.
Yeah.
Really enjoy the Allegro work, keeping it going, and it looks good. Yeah, thank you. I try. I'm no expert. I know what I know. I've been working on it today. I've replaced all the fuel lines today.
Which I wasn't involved in.
You didn't need to be.
Oh, charming.
It's not mechanical. I can do stuff like that or anything unclever. I'm all right.
Have you checked for leaks?
I have, and it was leaking. I've done all that. Yeah, like I said, I filmed a video. It'll be out, but yeah, no, it was leaking. And strangely, I'll let you into a quick one. It's been running E5 fuel for the last 2 years, and also E10 at the moment. The pipes came off and there's absolutely no cracking, nothing wrong with them. I've even, at one part of the video, sliced the pipe in half with a Stanley knife to show you the inside.
Okay.
It looks brand new. I needn't have changed them, but for peace of mind, all the pipes have been changed. I put a new fuel filter on. Yeah, bits and bobs today, but like I say, that'll be out later in the week. Decided to tell my Triumph, I'll start that in English. Decided to sell my Triumph Vitesse. Yeah, I saw that you put a video up of that, and I think we've been speaking on Messenger, haven't we? And you did say you were going to sell it. Focus on the Rover 200, R8, and Honda Civics. Yeah, exactly. You can have too much, can't you? And Vitesse, it's just if you're not going to use it, I think it's detrimental to the car to just sit there sometimes. So
yeah, doesn't do him any favours to sit.
What scooter do you own?
And bikes. Oh right, I've got. I did have a Lambretta.
That's the tattoo.
But I've only got a 40-mile arse, and I can't sit on a scooter for that long no more. So I've got a Vespa GTS 300. So it's a twist and go, 300cc, liquid cooled, and you can sit on it all day at 80 mile an hour. So brilliant bit of kit.
Oh.
The motorbike is an old Yamaha Diversion 600, which doesn't get no use at all, so that might be sold soon.
There you go. And I've never been on a motorbike. No, going to either.
Oh,
absolutely no.
I'm going to take it for a spin.
No. No, thank you. Not interested in motorbikes. I think we've caught up. I don't know how long we've been online.
Nearly half an hour.
Nearly half an hour. So the boss has walked in to let the dog out. Yeah, Rover Joe says exactly. Seen it sat there. It's only going to lose its value as it rusts. Yeah, exactly. Steve says my dad has his Lambretta LR125 since 1969. I don't know what that is, but Lee does.
Yeah. My brother's got 4 classic scooters at the moment. My brother's really into him. He's got an LI125 known as Jinxie. He's also got a Series 2 Lambretta.
If you say an evening to Heather, she might be watching.
Yeah,
she's gone out. It's just literally let the dog out.
He's also got a Vespa GS 160 and a Vespa SS 180, I think. Yeah. So my brothers went into it, mate, it's just...
I work with Lee's
a
brother.
load of, yeah,
by the way,
just a
and
load of transport.
I didn't know that until Lee's brother. It's strange because
No, it was you was wearing a t-shirt with the company logo. I says, what are you doing with that on?
yeah, that was
I
it.
well, I work there. Oh, do you know my brother?
And I didn't, even though his surname was the same. Strange that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, yes, Andrew, yeah, got to go now. Is Lee coming to Gaydon? He's not, no.
No, unfortunately not.
He'll be away in the wobbly box
I'll be in
caravan.
the wobbly box, yeah.
But yes, no doubt we'll see you there, Andrew. We will be there, me and Heather, early on Sunday morning. Coming with Paul from Live to Drive. He's coming in his Rover 75, I think. So I'm going to meet him and convoy down with him. He's got a 1966 SX200 as well, being refurbed.
Nice.
I'm not a fan, prefer bikes with proper size wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, an SX200 is quite rare. Kind of the top of the range,
Right.
if you like, for the day. They do fetch good money, to be fair. But yeah, I like proper bikes.
I'd have one of them, you remember them?
Yeah.
You remember them Honda Cubs with the fairing on the
Yeah.
front? 90cc, I'd have one of them. Or,
Oh dear.
I'm now trying to sound like when I was young, everybody had a Fizzer,
A fizzer, yeah.
Yamaha FS1E.
Yeah, fizzer. Yeah.
Apparently, I never wanted one. Rover Joe, hopefully, if I can go, if I do, I'll go with my new acquisition. Yeah, come and find me if you do. I'll be with the Allegros.
Andy Armstrong's got an XR3i Cabriolet. Over 40 years. Can I be here? Of course you can,
Yeah,
my
of course you
friend.
can. You can be. It's,
Yeah.
It doesn't.
We're not just BL nuts.
No, we just like old cars, and anybody
Yeah.
can be here anyway. I mean,
And we get slagged off for liking BL cars, and that's how it's always going to be, isn't it?
yeah, well, I guess, but like I say, I mean, the channel's for anybody that wants to watch it, and
Of course.
like I say,
Who knows? We might own an Escort one day.
I've had about 5 or 6 Escorts. I've never had an XR3i.
Now, all mine are in the canal in Birmingham, Perry Bar, if you want to go rescue them.
Yeah. Yes, Joe, Rover Joe, come and find me. Yeah, if you come, you should come. Don't worry about the petrol. Who needs to eat? Just
Yeah.
come. You're from. I think you're from. Is he from? He's from Yorkshire way. I think it's a fair jaunt.
Mm.
I'm sure he's from York because I watched one of his videos the other week, and there was a car show at Tadcaster near the Magnets Club,
Mm-hmm.
and we know the Magnets Club, me and Heather. So there you go. See, look, Posh Cat's Camping Trev had a FS1E when he met Sue. It did the trick for me. Well, Trev and Sue have been together since they were at school.
Bless.
Trev must be about 900 years old now. I'm actually meeting up with Trev soon. He's going to kill me now. Are you doing the Milton Keynes show? I'm doing the Milton Keynes show. I don't know if Lee's going. Lee, you've never been.
I did it years and years and
It's in,
years
it's
ago.
in September.
So
I'm
probably will.
I'm going to that in the Rover this time. I've been in the Allegro the last 2 or 3 times.
I like bad books.
And indeed, we actually won a prize. I've just had it engraved, believe it or not, the thing. So I've got to go anyway to give it back to Tom for the next year's winner. So yeah, I'm going in the Rover just because I fancy showing the Rover off. So
Okay. Which canal? Perry Bar, by the container base.
can you get parts? I doubt it. It's a Ford. It'll have long be rusted.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not like it's like the beginning of what's that film? The Full Monty, where Robert Carlyle's walking on that floating Cortina in the canal to try and... I'm digressing. Bad Books, hello. Yes, you are in York. I thought you was, yeah. I'll see how it goes. I'm there. I'll be in the 200, 400 section. Yeah, well, obviously if you're in a Rover 200, I will come and have a look at them now that I've got a little interest in the Rovers. But like I say, I'm not going to walk round filming all that. Are you doing the festival? We've had this question. You should have been here earlier. No, I'm not. They are very badly organised, and they announce things far too late. I got other stuff booked. I did last year's, but no, not this year. Unfortunately, no.
No, I'm not doing it. I can't.
We are doing
I can't be bothered.
So the local car club that me and Lee are in Burton, we are doing Statfold. It was Cars in the Park this weekend as well. That's why it's rained all weekend.
Ah, right.
That's a local car show to us. We are doing Statfold later in the year, where we always go. It's the one where it's filmed at there's a little miniature railway. They have traction engines and a beer festival and stuff like that. It's the one where I went last year and stopped in the van and took the Allegro.
Are you doing the same this year?
Yes, I am taking the van and the Allegro. You should take the caravan.
Yeah, that's the plan. We're going to hitch the caravan up to the White Ambassador. We're going to give it one more go at towing the van.
It's not far, is it?
No, before I take the tow bar off it and put it on the black one.
Would you consider getting a joint workshop? Well, I don't smoke, so...
I'll have to smoke outside.
A joint.
A joint workshop.
It was a drugs joke.
Ah, right, yeah.
No, I don't want to.
Heavy. No.
I don't want to spend money on. Although I'd love somewhere to store cars and stuff like this, I have to be realistic to myself. I go away in the van not far too much. That's wrong, but I go away in the van a lot.
Which means all the work will be left to me.
Well, no, but
yeah.
I wouldn't have a workshop.
Who's doing your rover when you're on holiday?
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't have a workshop to keep an Allegro in that fits in a garage.
Why not? You could have two Allegros.
I don't want to. I can only just drive one now and again. When's
No,
Gaydon? Gaydon is next Sunday, the 10th of July. You've probably missed the chance to book as an exhibitor because it's only £9 and you get 2 people free if you exhibit. I think if you just go as a turn up on the day, it's £14, but don't quote me on that. But it's next Sunday. Bad luck, sorry I was late. It's okay, you're forgiven. Just write 100 lines. I will not do it again.
And 3 Hail Marys.
Festival of the Exceptional was late and expensive, like £20, but local. I will try and get to some shows over your way. Well, like I say, at the moment we've got Gaydon next weekend. We've got the Milton Keynes show in September, and we've got Statfold, which is local to us. Other than that, it's the odd drive out that we go with the local car club. There is one every month. There's one local to me, but it's on a Tuesday night, and I get in from work and I just cannot be arsed half the time, if I'm honest. If I've had a crap day at work, I just can't be bothered. I did do that Moira Furnace one the other week. It was good, but there was too many pop pop bang bangs there, and I can't be doing with them.
I've thought about going, and now that you've said that, that's just gone straight out the window. I can't be done with it because too much of that, I think, just ruins car shows.
Yeah,
anyway,
but
because fair play, people that do that with the cars, great, but once they start wheel spinning out the entrance, it's not long before they get shut down.
No,
so.
exactly. We're just jealous because we can't do wheel spins.
I can.
What, in an auto?
No.
In the Jag.
Bit of oil on the floor, but I'm sure I can manage it.
Steve can't exhibit because it's no show queen. Well, that's it. Then just turn up, come and find me, say hello, because you've been commenting for years.
Is the plural Allegro?
Is the plural of Allegro Allegri? I've no idea.
Allegros.
When a wheel falls off.
Only when a wheel falls off.
Allegros. Hit the thumbs up. Why do you have to thumb? I don't care about. This is the thing, Trev, right? And that's Posh Cat's Trev. I don't care about this channel as in thumbs up. Like, do you know? Even on the van channel, I'm terrible for. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't.
You get all upset.
I don't really. Yeah, I do. I don't really. I take it too serious. So I've tried to back off caring too much about YouTube, which brings us on nicely to my my video that got taken down the other day. When I did that Waffle Wednesday driving to work about the Rover, it had only been up a few hours, and YouTube pulled it. I've now got a red warning on the channel, and that never comes off for bullying and harassment. Now, they actually banned so many different things into an envelope. So all I can think I did, I described the Rover was 21 years old that day. I described the history of the Rover, and I showed a load of paperwork that I'd got with it. Unfortunately, I guess, the lady who bought it brand new, her address appears on some of the paperwork. Now, based on the fact that she is no longer with us, and I do believe you don't say the word DEAD, the YouTube bots pull that up and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, they don't like it.
Oh,
So
wow.
I believe because
Passed on.
I said that word and showed personal information, the video got pulled. I appealed against it. YouTube went, no, you.
Wow.
So I got a strike on the channel, and yeah, it annoyed me. But moving on.
We're criminals. It's fault.
Allegro sees taxi for one. What? I don't get you. Taxi for one. I don't get that. If I come and say hello, if I'm not too starstruck, behave yourself. Jesus Christ. Simon Dixon, with the continued high price of used cars, what would you consider as the Rover replacement?
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
I don't know, to be honest. When I bought that Seat, it was kind of thrust upon me how it came about. I'd got the Land Rover and it was costing me a fortune. I was getting so annoyed with the fact I paid a lot of money to have the oil leak sorted. It was still hemorrhaging oil. I was getting 25, 26 to the gallon, being deafened, being cold, and I'd had enough of it. My love affair with Land Rovers had gone. I've had 11 of them. So the Seat, I just made the decision I'm going to get rid of it. I didn't lose money on it. The Seat was like, Gary at work said, my neighbour's selling this, do you want it? I went, how much? He went something like 750 quid. I went, no, not interested. And he went, well, how much would you buy it for? I went, 500 quid, just joking. And it came back with, you can have it for 500 quid. So I thought, go on then, I'll have it. So I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it, but I didn't want it, if that makes sense. Yeah. It just got me out of a hole. But whereas I chose to buy the Rover, with hindsight, I wouldn't have bought that Rover because...
I've got to weld it.
No, it's not the welding thing. I think it's just the fact of going from a remapped Seat that was probably 170 brake that had got... You could have that Seat in 6th gear at 30 mile an hour and it would just pull and pull and pull and pull like a diesel does, plenty of torque. This Rover is obviously a 1.4 petrol.
You've got to work it
You've got to work it hard, and I just can't be arsed. I think if I get rid of that Rover, I will probably get a diesel Rover. Even though diesel's more expensive, I don't care. I've always been a diesel person. I miss having a diesel.
Would you still cars if I had the money? No, actually I wouldn't. If I had the money and the time, no, I wouldn't do it anymore. I was actually discussing this with my wife this morning. Yes, I would like an Allegro, but it would have to be one that I don't need to do any work on, I think, now. I'm like I posted on Facebook the other day regarding my job, I'm getting too old for it. It's all I've done is work outside, work on heavy equipment, and health-wise it's starting to take its toll.
Yeah.
And I'm at the point where now I can't be bothered. Even at work, even though I'm getting paid a lot of money for it, I really can't be bothered. And so to come home and do more again, I don't think I'd do any more cars after this batch, if you like.
Yeah, I think that's my luxury. I don't have to do the Allegro because I don't rely on it for anything. But it's not that I can't be arsed. Exactly as Lee said, I'm 54 now. I'm slightly older than you. You work on a car for a weekend, and then
you need a week off.
Yeah, I'm not being funny. Being tall is somewhat hard work when you're bending over short. The Allegro is really short, and it really does hurt bending over and crawling under.
I have to stand on boxes, and that hurts the backs of your legs.
Yeah. So yeah, Andy Armstrong. Sorry, it was me that nudged you about the anniversary. What anniversary?
What anniversary?
I don't know. Explain, Andy. We don't know. Have we been married?
I don't think so.
I don't know. We're baffled on that one. So I'm still.
Allegro anniversary, 50-year anniversary.
Maybe, I don't know. Sorry,
Okay.
not paying attention. I'm looking for the time. So we've been on for 45 minutes. I don't know how long we're going to stay on.
Wow.
It's not a massive. There's 22 people watching, which
Bless them. Thank you all very much.
It's not great, is it? You know, EastEnders aren't crapping themselves just yet.
Not yet, but you never know.
You never know. We got anything else then, guys? The Allegro anniversary. Oh, right, okay. Oh, right, sorry. Yes, the Allegro anniversary next year, yeah. True that, I'm 6'2" and 55 and you can feel it the day after you can. It's not fun.
What I'd give to be 6'2".
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
But I could reach the top shelf in the news agents, that'd be fun.
Does anybody do that anymore?
I don't know. Now we just go online now, don't we?
I'm 6'4", and like I say, that's not overly tall, but it's a bit tall for sitting in Allegro. So there you go. Anvil text, glad to be here. So are we. You know, we could all be dead, couldn't we?
Well, there is that, yeah.
Positive thoughts.
Yeah. Or you could be watching EastEnders. Well, that is sad.
Not on a Sunday. I don't know what's on. I don't.
It's the catch up on Sunday, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't watch it anymore. I had an argument with someone on Facebook today about EastEnders. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently they're going to have some. I'm not anti anything, but they're going to have a drag queen on EastEnders as the new character.
Oh dear.
And I just put. I just put. Jesus Christ. The BBC are trying to please everybody and every minority, and it escalated. I wasn't slagging anybody off, but it escalated into an idiot fest. So I just told the guy that I wanted to identify as a sausage and he should leave me alone. So, yeah, you can't argue with idiots, can you?
Well, I identify as a toaster.
Thinking of getting a Rover P64 pot, so that's the 2 litre one, isn't
2
it?
litre and the 2.2, yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, why not? I think Alex has got one of them off Alex's assets. She's got an E-Reg for
With P5.
Everybody wants the 3.5 litre, don't they? But
Yeah.
the 2 litres, I wouldn't mind.
Well, it was the same when I had the SD1s.
EastEnders is poop, bring back Ethel. Well, I think they'd have to get a shovel to bring back Ethel.
Yeah.
And a little Willie.
A little Willie, yeah. The little pug.
I don't think. Well, that was the name of the dog.
Yeah, SD1s went the same way. Everybody wanted the.
They did actually
V5,
make.
the
They
V8,
did make a 2 litre Discovery. You know, Series 1 Discovery, a 2 litre,
Really?
4-cylinder. It was so gutless. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that got the Rover 800 engine.
Yeah, 2 litre. Yeah.
Well, that's good for 150 brake horsepower. Yeah.
Not in a 2.5 ton Disco.
Yeah, it's probably useless.
There's no torque, is there? For a petrol. Anyway.
No.
EastEnders is pooping back. Have we done that? I can't win on social. You can't win on social
No.
media. You can't win on anything these days, and you can't argue.
I usually get banned.
Lee gets banned off Facebook a lot.
A lot.
I don't.
I've done well. I've actually been back online now for about 2 months.
Yeah,
I've done well.
I try not to get banned, and I don't. I don't like it. I know it sounds compliant. I don't like it. I got the warning off YouTube. It annoys me. I don't like getting told off by Facebook. I don't go out to irritate people on. But when someone,
If someone's been an idiot, they deserve to be told that they've been an idiot.
I just think you're allowed your opinion, and so I
Yeah.
said to that guy, you're allowed your opinion, but I think
Equally, you've allowed yours.
I'm allowed mine.
Yeah.
As my mum used to say, opinions are like arseholes. Everybody's got one, and I don't want to hear yours. There you go. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Fantastic.
Nursing this beer now. I'm not going to have another one.
No, because you throw up when you have lots of beer, don't you?
Lots of beer, yeah. This is if anybody watches the van channel, I was sick the other week. Drank far too much.
And you Ralphed in the van.
I did. Would Ethel be a worthy title for Lee, as that is what he... Oh, very good, as that is what he does all day. You do Ethel all day.
Oh.
You don't. I might do Ethel all day. I think Lee has to do quite a
I
lot.
have to do some real work.
He does. Lee does a crappy job really sometimes. Mauling dirty, crappy forklift trucks lying on a piece of cardboard in the rain is
Yeah, Friday wasn't fun.
No, we guess
Especially when everybody's gone home and I'm still working.
Yeah, no, it's not good, not good.
It was raining.
It does make it crap, whereas, you know, I do sit in a dry warehouse and...
Nothing all day.
Well, I manage my social media. But yeah. Amongst other things. Come on then, people, throw some stuff out or I'm going to bed.
I'm going for a wee.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's through that door, you know.
Yeah.
He's going for a wee. You've got me on my own while he goes. You watch everybody leave now. They only came for Lee. Hello, Poppy. Come here then. Come this way. Come on, nobody will tell the difference. Hop up, hop up. Yeah. Look, my dog's come now while he's gone. Here's my dog. Hello. Say hello. Here's Poppy. Yeah. Just a camera tart, aren't you? It's gone very quiet at the back. 23 of you and nobody's got anything to say. Lee, have you ever been recognised in the... He's just gone for a wee, Lee. Has he ever been recognised in the supermarket? I'll ask him that. Do you know what? I got recognised at a car show once. It's really funny. This guy walked up to me and went, "You're that guy off YouTube that's got that shitty yellow Allegro." What about that for fame? That was fun, wasn't it? Bed at ATM. It was just a joke, Steve. Meaning, if, you know, I'm not a camera whore. If people aren't asking questions, I'm not going to sit here for an hour just talking to myself. So I just said bed as a joke. I always fancied a Mark II Granada, Trev says. Yeah, my brother had loads of Granadas. I've had one Granada, but it was a H-Reg. It was the one before they had the frog-eyed, you know, the Scorpio, the horrible ugly thing. It was the one before that. That means frog eyes, obviously. Oh, yeah. This delay's doing my head in. I can see myself doing what I did 5 minutes ago. And had a Mark II Granada as a youth, broke a half shaft towing a Land Rover. Yeah, well, you might do that. There's a slight weight difference. I think most Granadas went the way of Bangor racing, didn't they? They were a massive favourite for the Bangor racers, Granadas. There you go. Terry Atkinson, I'm late. Well, Terry, I've told you all week what time we were starting. I'm very disappointed. The dog wants to stay.
The dog wants to stay. The dog shall stay.
Lee's back now. And someone said, have you ever been recognised in the supermarket?
No.
There you go, that was easy, wasn't it?
Apart from there's that bloke with the funky eye.
What do you guys think about classic car Bangor racing? Do you know?
Doesn't bother me at all.
It doesn't bother me because on the whole, apart from, there are going to be some crooks out there that we've heard stories of classic cars getting stolen for Bangor racing, but on the whole, when you look into it, for argument's sake, when they do these A60 Austin Farina Bangor racing and stuff like that, on the whole, they're as rotten as crap, and they fix them up with girders and anything and everything to get them, you know.
You're staying there?
Yeah, she's all right. The dog's all right.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if every car is for sale, if you want to buy it and fix it up, get on with it. If you don't complain when somebody buys it and Bangor races it.
Absolutely.
You know.
If anything, and I've said this for a few years, if you know someone that is going to Bangor a car and you're into that particular car, go and make friends with them, because you can buy.
Yeah, they don't want the bits.
They don't want the bits. They just want the shell. Yeah. So I did this with.
Come on then, this way.
With the Princess that I was actually offered for sale, and I looked at it, and there was no way that car was going to go on the road. It actually had grass growing where the seats used to be. So anyway, the guy that bought it, he put it out on the Princess page, and then he was selling all the bits, which are still up in my loft.
Yeah.
I've got a full Princess in the loft apart from the shell. So, and I got them bits fairly cheap. Yeah, so
Rover Joe is saying the same. If they're knackered, then you don't see why not. Bad Books is saying, if you know a Bangor racer, the classics are shagged, as you say. Yeah, on the whole, I would agree 95% of the time, but there are the crooks, you know, that will steal off a drive to Bangor race, and but that's the same in anything, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Any car will get stolen by joyriders and burnt out or whatever, and it is what it is. You're not going to stop that. You'd like to say that it's wrong, but it is what it is. But as I always say,
it's every car's dream to get on a racetrack and let them go out in a ball of flames.
all these people who are on a moral high ground, let's say for example, I said now I'm selling my Allegro, it's £3,000, right? Yeah. None of you wanted to buy it, nobody on eBay wanted to buy it, blah 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 blah, but I had to sell it. A bloke comes with £3,000 and says, I'm going to grass track Bangor race it.
Crack on.
Would I not sell it to him? Why? I want the £3,000. Let's say I need something badly. I owe a big debt or whatever. It is what it is. You know, I give the option to someone. If it's for sale and nobody buys it, once you own it, you can do what you like with it.
Well, well, yeah. I mean, you could take the 100 Club as a prime example. That was bought by a collector who then left it outside to sit and rot.
Yeah.
Not me personally, because that was the person I bought it from, who's now really upset with me because the car is no more. But he did nothing really to preserve it anyway, so that's the way it goes, I'm afraid.
What's the rarest princess or ambassador to own? Pre-production question mark.
It would be the
Wolseley, the early Wolseley.
Early Wolseley,
before they were actually
yeah
on an M reg, I think.
On an M.
Yeah, this I think the fifth earliest one exists.
yes,
And there is one
of the club. There
is one in Gaydon, a Wolseley, but a Wolseley wedge would be certainly to my eyes.
I mean, they did do some special editions like the 100 Club. There are only now 2 left. Or you could have the dealer specials, which were the SP, which basically just had nicer seats and some coachwork and things like that. And I don't think any of those exist now.
Are there any Princess Special 6s left?
Yes, there are a couple left, and I believe one of them is in Ireland. But again, those are quite rare anyway, because they was only in production for a year or 18 months. While the 2.2 manual was withdrawn from service because the drive shafts were crap.
There we go.
And they realigned the engine to sort the problem. That's all they were.
All right, okay. There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
As rare as the Allegro SS, I suppose, or the Equipe.
Equipe.
They're quite rare now, if you can get one of them. Wasn't the Wolseley only made for a year? I believe
Yes.
so, because it wasn't actually. It's the same with anything. Most of the things like the Allegro Vanden Pla, it's not an Allegro. The Wolseley wasn't a Princess; it was a Wolseley.
It was a Wolseley, yeah.
Wolseley Wedge or Wolseley 2200 or whatever it was called. So yeah, they weren't made for long. Do you think the government will target classic car ownership with regard to phasing out petrol and diesel cars? I'm not in favour of converting a classic car engine to battery. There are a few companies who will convert and make them completely returnable. I mean, it gets on nicely to electricity. We went yesterday and bought a new car for Heather. The Wenger is going. We tried hybrids. Heather's anti-electric. We've gone for a petrol. We've gone for a petrol car. This is the first time in 30 years Heather will not own a diesel. Because the government are so anti-diesel. I don't know if they'll ever go anti-classic. I've always said I think there'll be a lot more stipulations with classics that you
can't go into city centres,
or they may stop you using them as daily drivers.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Stop giving them ideas.
You can't second guess, because who'd have thought,
Who'd have thought we'd be paying £2 a litre for
well, exactly.
petrol?
That's what I'm saying. You can't guess. I think it's a backdoor way of them making their emissions targets by pricing people out of certain things. But it's getting political. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if they'll ever stop. Yeah, you get all these people, don't you, on the internet going, "They'll never stop me driving my car." Well, if they make it illegal, they will. But we'll do a blockade. Well, where's the blockade for the petrol prices? People talk a good talk.
Yeah, remember the blockades when petrol went to £1 a litre?
Yeah,
There was
exactly.
uproar. Now it's at £2. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Austin Metro ARX are rare. They must be. I've never heard of them. I've obviously heard of GTIs and GTAs and all that. I've never heard of an ARX.
Sounds familiar.
Was that an Allegro SS on the bar fine late break show? Yes. Tim, what's his surname? It'll come to me now. He's on the Allegro Club. But if you ever watched that programme that Johnny Smith did with, God, what was it called? Lazy Boy Garage, where they restored cars and imported them. Tim was on that. He was the guy that did all the work. He owns the SS.
Tim Glover.
Tim Glover. There we go. Get there in the end.
On classics. Hello.
Hello, Simone. You've made it. Mini Life. I don't think the government will target classic cars. Classic cars bring in too much money. They do. You're right. I agree. But may they? Where will they will they do a cut-off point for classic cars that, for argument's sake, anything 1980 and previous is okay, anything later than that is not? I don't know. Yeah. I still find it strange that, so in my mind, anything that's a classic car has a real bumper, if that makes sense. You know, a metal bumper.
A metal one.
Yeah, when it's got plastic and stuff, you know, it doesn't. It can never be classic to me, I guess. But I don't know. Anyway, we're digressing. We don't know.
Mm.
It's a shame that SS was vandalised. What, Tim's one in that garage? Well, I think he'll get it done eventually. There are a few knocking about. There was another one on the Allegro Club the other day that's just been restored. There's 2 or 3 knocking about, you know, like I say, any Allegro that lasted through all the crap thrown at it has done well, really.
And the scrappage scheme as well.
Yeah, the scrappage scheme was a big thing in killing a lot of cars. Amazing.
I think any classic now that's left after that, you know, certainly deserves to be here. Really.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Whether they were good cars, crap cars, not very popular cars,
It's
I
funny.
don't think it matters.
It's
now,
funny,
really.
me and Lee being in this car club together, and this is God's honest truth.
Yeah.
And the guys in the car club will tell you that there's guys with Elises, with Ferraris and stuff, Porsche. People walk past them and they go, "Oh look, a Ferrari," and then they go, "God, Austin Ambassador, Allegro, oh my dad," because people can relate to crap cars. They're more interested in them, and it does. I wouldn't say it pisses the guys off in the car club, but it's hilarious. It's a non-joking.
It's funny to watch.
It's funny to watch that ours get more. What about the MGB that has rubber bumpers? Yeah, well,
I like those.
I don't mind them.
I like those. If I was going to have an MGB, I think I would have the one.
A lot of people
rubber
convert on
bumpers,
that, don't they? But yeah,
yeah, I would.
again,
I actually like the layout.
MGBs. There's so many of them, isn't they? That they're your, you know, they're your starter classic for a lot of people, aren't they? They made so many of them. They're easy to work on.
Parts are.
Yeah, there's a
heritage shell for them.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff with that. Whereas, you know, with our crappy cars, we don't. There's no parts really. I'm lucky with mine because it's basically engine and whatever is mini.
Yeah.
That's what killed a lot of Allegro 1300s. The mini guys just had the engines out of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, my car's a mini with, you know, a different body shell really, isn't it? If you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Old family cars always get more attention. Yes, they do. People
Yeah.
remember seeing them.
Oh,
Mark II RS 2000 plastic front bumper. Mark
Is that
II.
an Escort?
Yeah, the only. Yeah, it is, but I don't know. The only RS 2000.
Is that a Ford?
The only RS 2000 I remember
Sorry.
was the 4 headlight pointy nose one, but that had a metal bumper surely. I suppose I think they did. So the Mark VI Escort they reintroduced as an RS 2000.
That's right, they did.
So like the Cosworth shape and stuff like that. Yeah, well, all your old Fords are an exception, aren't they?
Yes.
Really, if you think about it, people just
Any Ford with the RS
yeah.
badge on it you're onto a winner straight away, I think. And well done to you, brilliant. You know, you picked the right badge, not necessarily the right car, but the right badge.
It's like your Stag McLaren surprise video. McLaren not that interesting, but they sounded nice. I didn't hear the McLarens turn up. So what I did, we're camping in the van. Heather had gone into the shop to do something. I saw the Stags pull up, and you get loads of V8s pulling up. You hear them. I quickly bang the camera on. Then we go and park the van up. When I came back, the Stags are there, and so are 7 or 8 McLarens, which I didn't know were there. So I never heard them running, but you know, you're faced with £1 million worth of cars, but guaranteed, and everybody's more interested in the Stags than the McLarens because they're not.
They can relate to them.
Yeah, they're not achievable,
yeah.
are they?
Yeah.
They're not achievable.
Yeah. Are you
I'd
watching
love to
Seaside
find-
Garage again? Yes, we've done the Seaside Garage one yet. I think we've both seen.
Yeah,
The
I'd love to find a
one,
DAF 55. There is, the Variomatic DAF. So Josh, one of the guys who I borrowed the trailer off and who did the carb on the Allegro when I first had it, has got a DAF 55. It does appear in one of my early videos, but it's a very early video.
Wow.
Yes, we've been on the Terry, we've done that bit. Sorry, you should have come here earlier, as you said.
Yes, don't be late.
Right, well, we've done an hour. How long are we going to do? I'm not going to sit here like a YouTube whore, but you tell us, people. Do you want another half hour, or do you want us to wrap it up? I don't want to outstay our welcome, do we?
No.
What do you want? Tell us what you want. We're flowing along. I'm quite easy. But I think 8:30's the limit because obviously.
Yeah, I want my tea.
What? You not had your tea?
No.
Oh, I had mine before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So nobody's saying anything. 8:30 or shall we go? Let us know. Or ask some more questions and just keep going. I don't care. 10 hours Rover Joe.
10 hours left.
Get a job. You ought to do a live Rover Joe.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Love the shirts, boys. How cute. Yeah, we did this on purpose, you know.
We did, didn't we?
We did. I actually sent Lee a message and said, put your ambassador shirt on so people know the difference.
I was going to put the wonky right eye one on.
Simon Dixon says 8:30. Nobody else.
Okay.
Well, yeah. What time is it? So okay, another 8:30. I don't mind either way. I'm enjoying the live. Yeah. Well, I suppose Call the Midwife isn't on, is it? So you've got nothing else to do. Okay, we will stop till 8:30. That gives us.
Is Love Island on?
I don't know. Do you know what? I actually don't watch proper telly anymore.
No, I don't. No.
I watch so much YouTube or Amazon Prime. Don't watch YouTube. Don't watch BBC or anything.
I thought Amazon Prime was a shopping channel. It's not,
It is. No, it is.
Oh, is it?
It is. But so when you pay for Amazon Prime, which is faster delivery and stuff like that, you get the Prime channel free. That's
Okay.
part of the deal, and it's really good. So we watch that all the time.
Updown Classics has a cool team.
Yeah, they're eBay specials, aren't they?
Yeah.
They do loads, but yeah. Simon says it's fun. Rover Joe says 8:30. Yes, you ought to do. May do one next week. The only problem you're going to have next week is
On the list.
it's Gaydon, so you'd have to do it on Friday or Saturday.
Actually, I can watch on my phone. I've got increased data now because I keep
Yeah.
running out, so I can watch it at the camera.
Yeah, Michael says my shirt is lovely. It's the same as I did pick the colour on purpose, but as you've missed earlier, I have a new Allegro shirt with a surprise on it, and I'll wear it at Gaydon next Sunday.
Got a big willy on it.
Yeah. Where did you get the t-shirts from? They're off eBay.
Yeah.
Literally, just type in Allegro t-shirt or Ambassador t-shirt. It's the same person clearly that makes them. Although I am well aware it's a Series 1 Allegro.
And it's in Harvest Gold as well.
Yeah, well, it was as yellow as I could get. So there you go. I don't watch TVOR anymore. No, yeah, you exactly. Will there be a Judith shirt? No, there won't. As we've said earlier, the other car, which is Judith at the minute, is always going to be the rotator. Unfortunately, I can't have two keepers and a third car. So Judith will stop for a while, and Lee's going to do some welding on it. But ultimately, Judith will be the one that moves on eventually.
Yes.
Trev says, is the surprise bird shat on it? Trevor, how dare you? Yeah. No, I'm not going to give away the secret.
Even I don't know.
No, Lee doesn't know, but yeah, I had it specially made.
Wow.
How's that? And no, it doesn't say I love Agatha or anything. But anyway, I will show it. Obviously, next week when I'm at Gaydon, I'll do a video anyway. But I might do a live and you'll see it then, or I might just upload a photo.
It's a dry house.
You can get another one, but you've got to drive.
Oh, yeah, I have one.
Yeah. But you can get a Coke if you want a Coke.
No, I'm fine. I'm alright.
What's that moment?
No, I've just been for a pedal.
Oh, so what's Heather's new petrol wheels? So, as you know, if you watch, she's got
Kitten.
Yeah, she's got a Kia Venga at the minute, which is a diesel. Very quick story. Although she owns the car, she gets a car allowance from work, so they pay her to use her car. The stipulation with car allowance is your car can only be up to 5 years old. The Venga will be 5 years old in January, so it has to go. The lead time for new cars is 6 to 8 months, believe it or not. So we went to look at another Kia yesterday. They don't make the Venga anymore. We went to look at a Stonic. We liked it, but Kia were complete arseholes and the salesman was a knob. And I hope you're watching this, Ben. So we said goodbye Kia. We went to see Vauxhall, and because she likes a tall boxy car, she's buying a Crossland, which is So everybody knows the Mocha. The Crossland is
the bigger one, isn't it?
No, it's slightly smaller than
Oh,
Mocha, but it's squarer. So Heather likes sitting up high. So yeah, it's a Vauxhall Crossland, and it's a 1.2 3-cylinder petrol. So for the first time in 30 years, Heather will no longer have a diesel car, and the van will be the only diesel car we own until maybe I get rid of the Rover, because I can't get on with petrol cars really. I like torque.
Yeah.
Rick, you sound like his dad and look like him. Thank you. Well, he's younger than me.
Yeah. Anyway, how's Mum?
Yes, yeah. Steve said he came out of the So Heather's they made her have a Ford Focus as the company car. She hated it, so that's why she went for the cash option and now uses her own car. So yeah.
Twins?
Although no 5-year twins. Yeah. Well, I'm Arnie and he's Danny DeVito. Yeah, no 5-year-old. Well, you're lucky. I think the stipulation 5 years is basically a 5-year-old car is going to be reliable, although she's buying a Vauxhall. The Kia's been brilliant, in fairness. Although they're a bit plasticky and bland, I guarantee you can press that start button and drive to the moon and back.
Yeah.
And it just does. Kia have now become the new Datsun stroke Nissan in the 70s, what killed BL.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just do whatever, Lee's wife's got a Kia as well. They just do exactly what they should. I never even think about checking anything on the Kia. Just step into it, press start, and it does exactly what it should.
I have to, for my wife, I have to check everything because she had 2 Rover 45s and blew them both up. So she's a little bit worried about, water levels and things like that. But I can guarantee every time I go to the Kia, it's the levels are spot on, and it's another one of those cars. It just starts on the button.
Yeah,
and
so
I think it's 150,000 miles now.
Simone says, what was the most tricky part to fabricate on Mrs. Wynne?
None of it.
Get out. No, he's pretty good at what he does, but I think, in fairness,
I think
he did an amazing job getting them cross tube mounts and all the suspension mounts. There was nothing there, was there?
There was nothing there. So getting my head around what I wanted to actually achieve and how I was going to do it was probably the head scratcher for me. But a lot of it was I was winging it as I was making the videos, if I'm honest.
No, it worked.
And then once I'd done the video, I'd go away and sit upstairs and think, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Work it all out in my head and then come back to it and put it in practice. And I think if you can do it, it's...
A lot of it's visualising it, isn't
it? Visualising what you want the end product to be and how you want it to be.
And obviously with it being suspension work and certainly wheel mountings and stuff, getting your datum points and angles was the thing. That's the tracking's going to be all over the shop.
Yeah.
It's a square, is it?
It's
probably more square than when BL made it. To be fair.
I know people picked up on maybe you're over measuring and things like that, but I needed to be absolutely sure that when I was bolting that thing up, it was going to fit and not crab, which I've not yet tested.
Mini Life says never had a Kia. They are. I've heard they're very reliable. They are. They're the only company that offers 7 years, 100,000 mile warranty.
They're, and even if like with our Kia, we bought it with 98,000 on the clock, and we found some issues with it, and we took it to Kia, and they said, no problem, it's under warranty, and it's still qualified. So they were brilliant, really good.
Rick, would you ever have a Rover 75? Do you know what? No, I didn't even contemplate them when I bought the 45. Not the size of them. It's just
pipe and slippers.
No, because all Rovers are, but there's still so many of them about. Everybody buys a Rover 75 as their second car if they've got a YouTube channel. No, I don't like them anyway. I don't like the long boot. They look like a car that a kid's drawn, a Rover 75. Do you know what I mean? That shape. And I don't like them.
I was a massive Rover 800 fan, and I've had 12 of them over a span of 20 years.
Yeah, so the Bad Books is saying my new company car, Skoda Octavia, ordered end of November, still not got a build date. When we ordered the Vauxhall yesterday, the initial quote from ordering yesterday was November. As soon as they placed the order with Vauxhall, it then updated straight away to February next year, which is 8 months away to order a Vauxhall. It's all to do with
supply and demand, isn't it? Everything's
and also they now build everything
to order.
Yeah, they don't stock them. I guess if you buy a white bottom of the range, they might have one in stock, but basically, we could have took the one out of the showroom, but it didn't have heated seats or a heated steering wheel, so we couldn't have that. So because we specified it up and it's got to be built, 8 months, ridiculous, but that's what it is. Yeah, Mini Life likes the 75, but I don't dislike them, I just wouldn't have one. The question is, would you have one? I'd rather have a 600 or an 800 leisure man for that. He's
definitely an 800, but
he's had them.
Again, watch for rot.
Lads, what car makes would you not have and why?
Somewhat expensive.
New cars for me, wouldn't have any new cars as my sort of daily thing. If you're on about classic cars, I'm pretty much done with Fords and stuff like that. I had Fords back in the day when Fords were 2 a penny. It irritates me how people think, me and Lee have brushed up a pile of rust off the floor. That if you put on eBay and wrote Ford Escort, it would fetch £10,000.
Yeah.
I just don't see why Fords fetch so much money. So I wouldn't have another Ford. Although my first car was a Mark III Cortina, I'd like one to say I'd got one because it was my first car, but I don't think. And again, I couldn't get one. My first Ford Cortina cost me £205, right? I guarantee if you pulled one out of a ditch now that was folded in half, it would fetch £2,005 or something. Yeah, it's just
probably be 20,000.
Yeah, it's just so Ford probably.
What would I not have? I don't know. I've not really thought about it. Probably I wouldn't have a BMW.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's difficult.
I've probably 20 years ago probably said I'd never own a Kia, and there we are. We've got a Kia.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I'd never even been in a Kia till I met Heather, and as much as they are plastic and it's a box on wheels that does a job. It does a bloody good job.
It does a very good job.
If you want a
big enough Kia here.
If you want a car because it looks it looks great and everybody's going to think you've got a big cock, that's great. But if you want a car to actually get you somewhere, the Kia did the job.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Yes.
Most cars rotted in the 70s. Totally agree. Yeah.
All right, Trev. Thank you. We'll see you in a couple of weeks at Norfolk.
Not met you yet, but fair play to you.
Mark III Cortina, one of my dream cars. Yeah, they are so expensive. Michael says he doesn't like German classics, but would love an E39 M5. Like I say, I've never owned a BMW, so I don't know.
I've driven plenty, but I mean the big ones with the bigger engines are really good.
Yeah, Simone says she waited 30 years for a Cortina. Yeah. Like I say, I had. God, how long ago was it? So I bought my Cortina. Probably some of you weren't born. 1987. I bought my Cortina.
Wow.
So how long ago is that? 30.
I was 14.
Oh, don't. Oh, so 1987 is 35 years ago.
Wow.
Shitty now. Yeah. Anyway, it's long gone. ORF 990P. Long gone. I loved it though, but it was my first car.
I think my favourite Ford would have to be a Capri. Mark III Capri,
never
or a Mark V Cortina.
I like the Mark I Capri, not the console Capri, but the first.
Yeah.
The first Mark. I like them, but I've never had a Capri. I had a Mark IV Cortina after the Mark III, but that was really rotten. Thanks, Simone. I finished primary school in 1987. Well, cheers. Bad Books, Norfolk ? Was that a car show or a camper? It's a camper show. Trev, who's just disappeared, Posh Cats Camping, has got another YouTube channel like my Pearl channel. Although though. He's got he's quite a big YouTube channel, and we're going to meet him in a couple of weeks at Norfolk, for a camper van show. I was 11, Anvil Tech, thank you again. I thought you were really old, but clearly not. I learned to drive in a Mark 1 Escort in 1976. Thank you, Robin, for taking the age away from me. In 1976, I was 8. I thank you.
I was 3.
Oh, God. I've been driving a while in 87, had a Mark II Cavalier.
Then
Should just say Mark II Cavalier. I drove past, the abandoned garage that's local to me. I've put a few videos on and I keep documenting it. Drove past yesterday.
Is it still there?
The cars have been absolutely annihilated.
Fair
last time I filmed it, someone had broken the gates down and started wrecking them. They're absolutely ruined now. I must go up next weekend and document it, because I just like to. When I first started filming it, they were bad enough, but now they've been ruined. It's such a shame. But
the 800 that was there, I nearly bought that one.
No, that's been saved.
It has, yeah. It has been saved,
Maverick Motors is the YouTube channel that saved that.
Mark II Cavaliers. Yeah, I had 2 of those.
Bloody hell, Joe. Will you
fantastic.
go away? I was born in 2000. What? That means you're still a baby. 2000 was like last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's 23 years. He's only 23. Shit,
Baby.
I feel so old.
Because you are.
Born in 76. My favourite Capri is a Mark II, like Terry's on mine. That car still exists. If you watched Furious Driving, he did the videos on
yes,
it. When it
fire,
set fire and
it's been restored though, hasn't it?
But that still exists.
Oh God, I was even younger.
I was 22 in 76. I'm old. Wow, this has escalated into how old is everybody very rapidly, hasn't it? Yeah.
Mini, are you old enough to watch this?
Mini Life, really? Are you only that? How old? That's what, 18, 19, 2005? How long ago is that? My maths is terrible. Heather will say this. 2005, 2015, 2020.
Yeah, but that's
only 18.
At that age though, that's nearly classic car territory.
What? 2005?
I mean, the Jag started 2004.
Well, the Rover.
And that's 18 years old, isn't it?
Well, that Rover's 21 years old. It's crazy, but it seems like a new car. Yes, man.
It is for you.
Yeah, Simone says my car is older than me. Yeah, 17. Jesus, that's just...
Go away. You're not old enough.
Michael's not 17. Mini Life's 17. But,
fair dues. Yeah, you're too young.
Well, no, it's nice that I like young people being... It's like Andrew who was on earlier as a young lad.
Does your mum know you watch it?
Who's into Allegros. I like it when young kids are into cars like this. It's good.
Yeah, it's same as what's happening like in the motorbike, well, especially on the scootering world, when the kids come along and they want to get involved. The old folk like to push them to one side, and I don't think that's really
There's a lad who I know, who Heather used to work with, his name's Brenton, and he's got a TED tractor, TED Ferguson tractor, and an Austin A55, and he's like 20 or something, so I like that type of thing.
Yeah, it's cool. Well done. Good for getting involved.
Sheldon from Classic Britain is 22. Yeah, that's a weird one. I have watched his stuff on and off. Yeah, he's one of them guys who I hope I'm not slagging him off. He looks older and acts older than he is because of the cars he's into.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy to think.
It's twin cam. He's only a young lad as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Ed Westby is over, but he looks like a young lad. But
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Fair play. He's well into his car.
Yeah, he is. He's just got another Metro, hasn't he?
Has he?
He's got a red one now, an earlier Metro.
Oh
but
yeah.
He's still got that white one.
Brilliant. Good lad. I mean, fair play for him to getting involved with.
I had a 1500 special edition Allegro in '78. Lasted about 3 months and needed a new gearbox. Well, again, we can touch on how crap certain cars were. Everybody thinks Ford Escorts were good, but they were all shit, weren't they? Really, you get crap cars of everything. The '70s bred a lot of crap cars because everybody was on strike, and
that's why everybody bought Datsuns.
Yeah, that's what killed it. The Japs just
they annihilated us.
Yeah.
While we was on strike.
Yes, Eddie's a nice guy. Twin cams are great. It is, yeah. He's a knowledgeable lad.
Does his own work.
He comes to I've seen him at a few shows, but he does come to the Milton Keynes one a lot. He'll probably be at Gaydon next week, so yeah, he's a nice lad.
Tell him I says hello.
I will. Since he's been able to drive the review cars, yeah, Yeah, he's got a huge channel. It's grown. I mean, when I first started watching it, he was a tiny channel, but now, yeah, he's done well. Some YouTube channels just kick off, some just tick over. Mine just ticks over because it is what it is. I'm the first to admit I don't put enough effort into promoting stuff, and I don't care. We have a laugh, and we do what we do.
We have a bit of fun.
You loved an Allegro estate. Yes, I would like an Allegro estate myself, but again, it's never going to happen, really, is it? You're going to
Why
gain.
not? You never know.
Because I can't have two cars.
You might sell Agatha.
Well, one day I might, but
You get an Allegro estate.
no, I couldn't replace her with an Allegro. Like I said, I've said many times, the only Allegro that would ever replace Agatha would be my granddad's one, which is why I've got Agatha.
Yeah.
But it does not exist anymore, so unfortunately. You're going to Gaydon the week after, I'm guessing the Ford show is the week after. Yeah, Rover Joe, mine just ticks over too, to be honest. I don't have much time to produce these. My problem is, again, I've got the van channel and this channel, and although I don't put a massive amount of effort into the van channel, the audience is easier to please on a van channel because more people go camping than care about Allegros and stuff like that. But I'm quite happy.
Camper vans are a big thing.
Yeah, they are. But even so, that channel's got 2,500 subscribers, and it goes up and up steadily. This channel has been stuck on 1700, 1710, 1700, 1710, 1720, 1710, 1730, 1720. It just goes up. We creep up by 1 or 2 subscribers a week. We lose 1 or 2. It's just, this is static. It is what it is. But I'm quite happy with it. You know, the best thing about this channel over the van channel. On this channel, I get loads of comments on videos. I feel like I know everybody, and it's all positive. You get loads of thumbs up. On the camper van channel, you're lucky if you get 5 or 6 comments a video, and people seem to give you a lot more thumbs down because they don't like something you said, or they don't like. It's quite weird. The same person presents 2 channels, yet the statistics are crazily different. It's weird. It's weird.
I'm not old enough for a camper van yet.
Rick, what are your favourite trains? I like old diesels from the 60s and 70s. So when I was a kid growing up, I lived right by a railway line. That's why my passion of trains. So anything that was sort of 70s and 80s diesels,
Class 25,
25s, 37s, 33s, etc. Blah 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 blah. That's why I really started adding the trains to the channel. Just because I used to have a YouTube channel for trains years ago. I didn't talk on it or anything like that. I just film the trains, put them up, no comments, no nothing. And I thought, you know what, I could add this in. So I still go to the trains, I still film them. And when I decided to rename the channel to Agatha and Anything, I thought, I don't really care if it upsets people now. I just want somewhere to store what I do. So that's why I did it. They don't do well, I don't really care. I'm at the trains again in a few weeks. I'll film that, I'll put it on here. People watch or they don't watch.
I'm only interested in by default because my dad was massive into Steve and diesels anyway. So as a kid, I was always dragged along to get the numbers off them. Yeah, my eyes were quicker. So I kind of got interested in them as a kid and not really wanted to, but forced upon.
You're surprised Lee hasn't got a camper. We've tried to arrange to go together, believe it or not, but dates have never worked.
And I like caravans.
Yeah. I had a Twitch channel, used to do a live stream daily on that, blah, blah, blah. But I've heard of Twitch, but that's for the youth, isn't it? Is John Cotton Classics on YouTube? Yes, John is. He does put the odd video out. He's got the Allegro estate, Eliza, and he's got a Vauxhall, an old Vauxhall, I don't know what sort it is. But he does the odd video. John will probably be at Gaydon next week. But look for his channel. Yes, he is. John Cotton Classics. That's what it's called. Cotton Classics. I like the smaller channels, more real and less polished. No criticism. That's fine. I get that. I think that's why.
His head's more polished.
Who?
Yours.
My head's more polished. Yeah.
Oh, your mine's got a decent shape to it as well.
Yeah. I must admit, I don't tend to watch the professional YouTube channels as much as the the hacked out slack. I love watching. Do you know what? You're going to have heard of it. I love watching Project Nigel. the guy is crazy. Although I think he puts out too many videos. He does one a day, and it's pretty samey. But he makes me laugh, and I like watching him. That's my latest thing, watching Project Nigel at the minute. Paul Roverman, I think his name is.
Okay.
It's just crazy.
No, I wouldn't need a large bed. Brilliant.
You could sleep above the dash. Yeah. 37s, 31s, 33s love the sound of Sulzer engines. Yes, exactly. Well, I'm going to the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire in a few weeks. The 24 will be out, 47s will be out. I'm actually going on a train trip to Dorset with a pair of 33s in a few weeks. Actually a mainline trip to Dorset with a pair of 33s, so I'll film something for that. Vauxhall Victor, is it a Victor? Okay, yeah. Project Nigel, yeah, I know Rover Joe, you know Paul, I think anyway, don't you? He's quite local to you. Project Nigel is funny. Yeah, he is. I found him completely by accident. He's obviously, and he's growing really quickly. When I've only been watching him a few weeks, and he's gained, I don't know, 1,000 subscribers. But he puts the content out, even though it looks like it's thrown together. It's just funny. The guy's likable. It works. I wouldn't say I'm not as likable, but I'm not as my humour's really dry. And you either get me or you
either like him or you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas I don't think you can dislike the guy. If you've not watched him, you ought to watch him. Yeah, the problem is I live in Plymouth. Everything is far away. Yeah, well, I'm lucky. We both live in the Midlands, and everything is.
Yeah, it's on our doorstep. Right?
Advice on buying an Allegro.
Don't.
No, don't do what I did and buy the first one. Research.
Yeah.
Buy, always when you buy a classic car, buy one that some other idiot has spent the money on. I bought my Allegro for 700 quid. 3 weeks later, spent 650 quid on suspension. If I would have bought one for £2,000 that had the suspension done, it would have been in better condition than mine was at that money.
Who's to say?
But you don't
never know what.
But
it's
yeah,
like a box of chocolates.
join the Allegro club if you want to buy an Allegro and ask questions. Is
buy the best you can afford, basically.
Yeah, it's the same. Marmite. I like Marmite, but I don't know what you're asking.
Got a lot more on toast.
We've gone past 8:30.
Wow.
And it's flowing now, you see. This is the
That's
thing.
okay. Let's keep going.
Rick's a bit like Land Rovers, you either get him or you don't. Yeah, well, that's true. I don't pretend. We get this on the camper van channel, me and Heather. People come up to us, because you get recognised a lot more, because obviously campers watch camper people and we go to campsites, so we get recognised most times we go out, and the underlying thing that people say is, you're exactly the same as you are in real life. Don't turn into one of these, hi guys, welcome back to the channel, because I can't do that. I just film what I film, and I am what I am. Me and Lee are exactly the same like this. If the camera's on or off, we just dick about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Keep going, yeah, it's alright for you. I've got work in
I'm
the
hungry,
morning.
I want my
Stuff
tea.
wants his tea. We've already done an hour and a half.
Wow.
And this is now, we've gone from how old you are to people now live in Plymouth. And they're comparing, where are you in Plymouth? I live in Plymouth, blah blah Plymouth.
Are we doing a dating agency?
Yeah,
now,
yeah. Ask Agatha.
Agony Agatha.
That's it. So, no, seriously, I don't want to outstay our welcome. We're having fun, but I don't want to say, we'll stop till 9 then, because that'll be 2 hours. An hour and a half's enough, I say. You want your tea.
I'm bored of you now.
No, I'm bored of you as well. Will you be doing this again? Well,
absolutely not.
In 2 years, this is only the 3rd live stream I've done. I know Mr. Lloyd does one every month or something. Yeah, I won't say I won't do it again, but it's fitting the timing. This weekend we picked because I'm actually not camping. Next weekend I'm not camping because I'm at a car show.
Yeah.
But I'm out most of the summer.
Yeah, same time next Sunday.
No, it won't, we won't. If we do another one, it will be. We've got to be honest. It'll be a few months down the line. But we can do. But we try. We don't even get together to say. This is the first time I've seen Lee in person.
Since you had the Rover.
Since I bought the Rover a couple of months ago,
didn't you?
He popped down and seen it, and that's the first time I've seen him since. When Lee does the videos, he just sends me the files and I upload them. I don't actually You know, I can't fetch them off him because they're digital, but you know what I mean. He just sends them me. So, yeah.
Yeah, come and get this digital video.
Anyway, yeah, I'm going to fold this up now. Thank you everybody for watching it. It has been fun.
Brilliant.
And like I say, there'll be a video from me out later in the week of what I've done on the Allegro today, and I will catch you at Gaydon. I'll film something. I may even do an impromptu live, as I've just said, 5 minutes wandering around going, look who's here. If I bump into someone, I don't know, we'll see. So we'll wind it up. Thank you very much. Got anything else to say?
No.
As the two Ronnies would say.
Good night from him.
And it's good night from me. Good night.
See ya.
Hello.
Bye.
And now I've got to try and stop it.